Okay, pause. So I'm sick right now, but the video is done. Like everything's already edited, and the montage is there, and everything's just, it's looking good. So it didn't make sense to me to make the video wait a whole nother week and make you guys wait a whole nother week just so you can see me talk for 30 seconds before the actual video. So we're just gonna pretend that I'm talking in this intro and it's just like an unfortunate case of desync. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, I'm a simple person. I like Pokemon, I like thick beams, and I like cottagecore and naturey things. So when you put all those things together, what do you get? Mosslax. So we're gonna keep this super simple, not just because I'm sick, and this is probably a little weird to watch, but because there's a lot of shenanigans in this video. So, let's just get started.
All right, let's go. Show him Thunder Chad and say it's gonna be beefier than that. He's gonna be a double beefed up quesarito.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
There you go. There's a good reference chunk. It's good times. Good times.
We keep it pretty standard at the start, shaping the rough head shape out of a bunch of tinfoil in whatever way works, and that is including but not limited to the squish, the bonk, and the roll.
All right, this is as big as I'm making it.
He could be bigger. We should make a life size one.
So basically, don't ask you any questions about this.
I wouldn't say that.
Because you're just going to say bigger.
I shouldn't be surprised. She wants literally everything life-sized. Anyway, continuing getting a rough base with what I'm going to assume are his ears, and then we can break out the clay. Now, I'm not covering the entire foil ball in clay, since you're just going to see his face by the end of it, so I'm just going to make kind of a faceplate. And you would think it would pop or slide off, but surprisingly, it stayed on the entire time, even through all my clumsiness.
I'm recording, and I'm going to leave your two in.
I decide what stays in and stays out. Thank you.
I'm remembering I was sculpting the head, and you took a big two. I'm putting that mental note.
After Stinky was done gassing out the art room, I sketched and refined out his face.
Sir, I'm trying to show the people. You're getting in the frame a little bit there. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? I'm trying to film.
I couldn't resist giving a little snaggletooth. I thought he never shows them, but I guess in the late game he does, so it counts. It wasn't necessary, but I did add clay to his ears, but I could have just kept it foil. But it felt right at the time, so moving on. It's time to build up that chunky body, and we're just gonna speed through just a little bit because I use an insane amount of foil. Yeah, we're not even remotely close. I ended up going through 3 rolls just on his body.
How do I want to do this?
That you
Because I wanted to. So could I take this, cover it in masking tape, then draw out the pattern, then sew it, and then stuff it, or I could put a layer of quilt batting on this, and just put fur over it.
Yes.
Like so. Oh my god! Where's the mallet?
Girl, get your mallet!
smash it with a hammer.
Hey, they say work smart, not hard. So if I can biff it, I'm gonna. Now I'm gonna shut up because we need to hear some of these good walks.
Oh, this hammer is heavy.
got it, friend.
It's called smoothing it out, thank you very much.
I just realized I could be having Ditto in frame. Where's all my Pokemon?
Honey!
What?
Where's my...
Pokemon.
What?
Where is my...
Pokemon.
I need it! You tell me what I
Mom.
speak, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good, I am your.
Editor.
I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
May not be able to own the game, but I can own some plushies.
Yeah.
This is where I put it.
Switch to Pokopia bundle.
If I had one!
We have fun here. It's how we cope. Now look, I know technically he doesn't quote unquote have arms, at least not showing up, but I really wanted him to be huggable originally, and that required posable arms, so shh, I do what I want. I mean, look how cute that is. Come on now.
Thwacky, 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 thwacky. She goes a thwacky, thwacky, thwacky with her smacky. A smacky, 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 smacker. She makes a thwacky, thwacky, smacky, smacky, thwacker. You're recording again, aren't you?
I sure am.
Wacky, 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 wacky. Smacky, 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 smacky.
You know, watching this back as I'm doing the voiceover, we are just so obnoxious. I don't know how you guys put up with us. But now it's time to build up his chunky little beans.
I like when things are covered in fur because I can just really tap at it. Like, yeah, there's a little line. Who cares? It's gonna be covered in fur. Perfectly smooth. Who cares? It's gonna be covered in fur. They're not gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know? How would they know? I can't. I can't.
With the tiny bit of sculpting done, it's time to do the smallest amount of armature time.
Doing a really weird, janky armature time.
Sir,
You're disrupting the process.
get those fluffy punch out of here, sir.
It's really a process. Look at it.
As you can see here, we are very scientific when it comes to measuring, ensuring everything lines up perfectly.
Oh, okay. Sarah, he just gave me a side eye. Like, I moved him and he rotated his head like, excuse me? I'm trying to give you limbs, sir. He's looking at me like, do I have those in the game? I don't think so. Well, you have them in my heart. Deal with it.
Now it's time for a strange version of quill batting. Now, this is where I first thought I could get around doing everything by gluing a thin layer of batting on the foil base. It was meant at the time to make him more plush and nicer to hold and help build out spots that needed it. But I realized pretty quickly that this had some drawbacks.
Would you like to tell the good people why I decided to do a certain addition?
Well, so I don't really know what happened. All I know is that you came into my room and you were like, I may be broadening the scope of the side quest. And I said, what do you mean? And you said, tummy light. And I was like, go on. And you were like, or firefly. And I was like, yes.
Fireflies.
Fireflies.
Cute.
You.
Yes. So I want to put fireflies like in little lights in his body because I can and why not. So I got fireflies. Yeah. AKA fairy lights.
Now, this was a great idea at the time, but spoiler alert, a nightmare when you need to take it back off. Now, it's time to... I don't think I could call this sewing, but anyway, I sort of treated this the same way I for most of the art dolls, where I kind of just eyeball the shape I need and trim as I go. Till it's the right size, and then I just use some glue to tack it into place. And you know, that was probably mistake number 3, 4, a lot. Yup, didn't like it. First, he wasn't built up nearly as much as he needed to be, and his legs just kind of looked like nubs at the end of it, so I had to add a ton more to that. And I hated how you can see like indents in the fur where the glue was, so I tweaked his body for round 2. And this time, I tacked the fur with the smallest amount of glue and sewed the edges together for a more seamless look. And it turned out so much better that I actually went and finished the whole body.
Can't be around hot glue.
Curses, foiled again.
But then I had a little realization.
I see. This is a hobo suit, darling. You can't be seen in this. I won't allow it.
I'm sorry, little one.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yep, had to take it all down again. And trust me, I didn't like doing it this time either.
What number is this of building him and deconstructing him and to rebuild?
I think this is 3rd.
I don't think that's right.
So the first was building him up. Then there was the first attempt at faux fur where I glued it down the middle and I hated it. That's when I decided I was gonna use mostly no glue and sew the sides. Then he was completely sewn. And then I decided to add moss instead, and that's when I've torn him apart now, and this is now where he's at. And I added his little collar. You're just mad that I kept going back and adding more foil. So,
There's so much foil.
hey, look, he's a chunky boy, man. I don't know what to tell ya.
Okay, so I was sitting there looking at him, but I was like, wait a minute. Don't I have moss here? I do, from when I made the mossy hedgehog. Bruh, wait, he's Mosslax. Why didn't I just put moss on in the first place? Ugh.
So close to starting. Of course, I gotta be responsible and paint it because what do I always say? Gray is not the most flattering color. So he needs a base coat. I just want to be started and have this boy done. He's been through so much.
But it was the responsible thing to do, so the reflective foil doesn't show through the thin spots of the moss. And once that was dry, it was finally time to cover his body in the final layer of mossy goodness. Irony being that I bought way more than I had at home anyway, so, you know, bygones be bygones. This was a very satisfying process, more enjoyable than sewing, but you really need gloves with this kind of stuff because a lot of it comes dyed, and I did not want green fingers.
Yo, this, I don't know if you can see, it looks so nice. Oh, look at that. I want to make more nature stuff.
Yeah, you know, you could buy this stuff in sheets, and it was absolutely perfect for this. And now you should totally comment all of your mossy ideas, because I definitely want to make like a little mossy dragon, and now I have a lot more in my house. So yeah, drop your ideas. Since his head mane looking thing is lighter than his body, I thought to reflect that a little bit better as well, that I would use a different type of moss to kind of separate it by texture. And I had to be way more careful with this stuff because it broke apart really easily. So yeah, I gotta be real careful here.
Oh, he's got space bugs, baby.
Curses, foiled again. Curses, foiled again.
No.
Look, I was scared to take too much away at once, so I don't want to hear it. And then I just brushed away the excess. Moving on. There wasn't too much involved in regards to airbrushing. I tried tinting the bottom moss darker to separate a little bit more, but I don't think it really comes across. And then I just, painted his toes and his face because that was the only actual stuff you can actually see. And I brought his arms back again. I couldn't resist, okay? But they're fixed in place this time because I didn't trust moving arms wouldn't just destroy the moss, but still absolutely worth it. We're in the final stretch with just the little details left. The first being the flower on top of his head. This was relatively easy since I had clay flower stamps for another project. This one ended up being too big, but you get the general idea, and then it was just a matter of painting it and then gluing it into place. And of course, the fairy lights had to be brought back in for a third time. And it fit even more being inside moss, but it was an absolute nightmare hiding all the wires. But again, worth it. I'm really glad that this is the final result. Now, the final step was a true me fashion. I just couldn't resist adding a little bit more greenery and flowers as I tend to do. If he was still enough to have moss growing, I'd like to think other stuff grew too. And with that being the final touch, we can finally, after try, we can look at his final montage. So let's get it.